It was a place for recreation in the early days when both the city and the county did not provide these type of activities for the community. Not only was it for recreation, but it was just a place for the community to come together.
Many of our communities have been demolished, and all there is that's left is a story, not the story, not our story, the story. Why can't we tell the story?
The site was built in 1923, brick by the community residents. And so that's one of the things that's really important. I mean, how many places do you know that are actually built brick by community that are still standing today?
We know that it's targeted for redevelopment, and I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't want to see it lost.
From the neighborhood, people say it was the Chavira brothers, and so there were two brothers. But according to the census, from what I looked at in 1920, their neighbor was this man named John Keenan, and he was an Irishman. They had the Davison Brickyard just up the street, and so they would use bricks from that brickyard to build the court, and then whatever material they had, they would keep on adding to it, whatever it needed.
Not only was it built in 1923 and it's the oldest handball court in East LA, it's also one of the first buildings to have been built here.
Japanese lived out here, so there was Japanese farmers in the area, but otherwise, there was a few Irish, there was a few, Armenians, people of different backgrounds.
All these people who've come together to make this place important, it means something.
Then we understand in the 1930s, someone bought the property here in the corner.
And this was the grocery store that then serviced a lot of those residents of the Maravilla projects.
Well, during the Depression, my grandparents saw that a lot of people didn't have any money, and things were pretty hard back then, and he opened up credit to everybody that came into the store.
We lived across the street in the projects when I was very young. So families around here used to hear Michi's name.
She opened up at the little store, and then eventually she bought the house that combined with it, and then she bought the handball court.
When they bought the property, they started having dances. They started having food giveaways for Thanksgiving. They would have Christmas gifts for the kids. We have pictures and stories of children that said, if it wouldn't have been for the handball court, I wouldn't have been whoever I am.
They kind of modeled themselves after American unions, about real unions, and that was kind of the feeling at the time during the 50s of let's organize and let's get together. So they had a bank account, they kept records, and this was one of their functions, was to hold these events for the community.
We know that Michi Nishiyama used to give out credit to people who were having a hard time here in the community.
She was real helpful. Time of need to us. And there was a lot of other people that she helped, She was very helpful. She was like a mom, to everybody, It
was a pleasure, because Michi, like I say, was a very special. She was nicknamed Mother of Maravilla. Everybody loved her. And when she passed away, there were so many people there.
We know that Michi and Tommy loved this place. They loved our people. They were Japanese American who opened up their hearts, their lives. And us, Chicanos, we embraced that.
Well, a lot of our old-timers, members of our organization, played handball here, and they still do. They come in, they talk, they bring their friends here, show them. To us, it's already a historical monument. We're veteranos, old-timers from all the different barrios throughout Los Angeles area and the neighboring counties. And we all come together so that we could show the kids that we get along. They can get along too.
We're not only telling them, let's break down the wall, but we're telling them, let's unite in something. And that little blue ball, or that blue ball that we're uniting behind, opens the doors for most of us to get to talking and share, encourage,
Because when you play handball, you're gonna get in shape, and you're gonna have respect for yourself, because you're gonna get respect.
And handball, I don't know, I have always had this feeling for the kids, for handball. Handball help me and help the boys at the same time.
My goal is not just to teach them handball. My goal is to help them out when they need help. Like if they're having problems with family, if they're having problems at school, or whatever. That's my goal for this handball court.
I used to just see TV and just like see TV. That was all I did all the whole day when I came from school. And now, like I go outside, I play handball, and it's exciting.
The main thing is to save the place first, you know, and then we go from there.
It's part of our history. You know what I mean? It's our history. So why wait until they knock it down when we could do something now?
I think it's a duty because where they did not provide for the community, the local government did not provide for the community provided.
I mean, we have an opportunity to purchase the property, and it would be a shame to lose it. We want it to be a lighthouse. We want champions to come out of this place. We want the kids to learn, boys and girls. We want men and women to come out of this place, winners, to be able to tell our story about Maravilla. That is the goal, that is the vision and the dream.